Hello and welcome to the 18th tutorial in the Cocos2d-x Flappy C++ series, and in this part we're literally just going to be looking at extra tasks you can do because we now have a basic Flappy Bird clone working. You may think that it's not quite the same as the original, and you will be right, this is by design, as we want you to learn how to use Cocos2d-x and create a Flappy Bird clone, which we've helped you do, and then put some extra work into it to make it either the same as the original or add your own unique take onto it. We have compiled a list of tasks that you could do to make it more like the original plus some extras. We're not going to be doing any code in here at all. All the extra tasks, don't worry if you don't listen to all of them or if you miss one, there will be a link in the description. They're basically a GitHub link where there'll be all the tasks so you can see them. Okay, so task 1 we think you should look at is make the pipe spawn position less drastic. And basically what we mean by that is if you've played the original Flappy Bird, what you may notice is when the pipes are spawning, they sort of spawn in sort of a curve in terms of the gap in between them. Whereas in our game, in theory, one could be on the top, one could be at the bottom, one could be in the center. Try and make it less drastic so it's a little easier because theory might be impossible. Also, maybe look into abstracting code. We've already done a lot of abstracting with the definition file, but look into abstracting a little more. So, for example, the transition types, file paths for stuff like images and audio, etc. Tinker with the frequency of the pipes, tinker with the speed of the pipes, and as usual, don't forget that even though it might not quite look right in simulator, because you may have noticed that when you're watching the video, it works a lot better, or it works a lot different, I should say, on a real device. So try and test it on a real device. Perhaps make the pipe speed increase over time, because the original Flappy Bird didn't do that. It was hard as it was, but the pipes just moved at a constant speed. Perhaps you can make them increase as you score more points. Delete the pipes when they go screen. At the moment, they don't get deleted. Cocos2d-x has a culling feature built in into version 3.1 or 0.11, I believe, which basically, if it goes, or it might be even 3, but if it goes off screen, it doesn't draw it anymore. But in theory, if there's so many rendered, it could still lag the game. Chances are in a game like Flappy Bird that wouldn't be too much, wouldn't really come to fruition, but look into deleting them, and that's a good practice anyway. Basically use a better random technique like I mentioned before. Maybe try and use some sort of like a mixture of a random technique. So you could have one that sort of does a curve, as we mentioned before, like the original Flappy Bird. Then you could throw the odd curveball in there. So one could be a drastic one, especially if you're doing really well consistently. Store statistics such as how many times you've died, and have some sort of special scene for that. And games do have that. Make the score tick up. On the game over syncs at the moment, we just display the score, and on the original Flappy Bird, the score that you get sort of ticks up to the score that you from 0 to the score that you attained. Add medals, because in the original Flappy Bird you can get bronze, silver, gold, and I think platinum as well. Better distinguish the score and the high score, because at the moment there's just a color difference. The regular score is on the left, your current score is on the left, and that is white. Your high score is on the right, and that is yellow, where you could maybe put on the top or above each one, saying like score and high score, something like that to better distinguish them. Add a share button, perhaps add a rate button. We got a tutorial for that. And maybe add some better and more consistent artwork. We just, like I said, we just got some random artwork in ours. But again, this tutorial series isn't about the artwork, it's about the coding and how to do it. It serves as a good foundation, not just for Flappy Bird clone, but games in general, because obviously it's got the flow of the game, I think going from one theme to the next, got an update method, and all these other stuff that you probably want in a game. So that is it for this tutorial. There was no code in this tutorial. This was the last part as well. Let's just confirm that. If you have any questions, feel free to message us at support@sonarsystems.co.uk. Email will be in the description. You can comment on this video or just directly message us via YouTube. All the required links for basically the extra tasks will be in the description. And as usual, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day.